Hi, my name is Teresa Horab. I'm a nurse and the owner of Mind and Body Family Health Center, and I'm going to take you through the first part of your consultation. I like laser lipo because as a nurse, it's safe, it's effective, it's non-invasive, and it works. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to discuss with you how it works, how you're going to get best results, and certainly at the personal consultation, you'll get a chance to ask me any questions that you might have. So first we're going to take you into the laser lipo room. These are actually the laser lipo paddles. The way it works is these lights, which are LED lights, are going to penetrate through the skin. You see the fat's right under the skin. It's going to cause the fat cell to heat up, become a little bit soft and porous, if you will, which allows the fluid, which is inside the cell, it is water, glycerol, and fatty acid, to weep out of the cell. As the fluid weeps out of the cell shrinks. When the cell shrinks, we shrink. That fluid has to go somewhere. So it's going to go into your lymphatic system. We have lymph nodes all over our body. It's like your human sewer system. From there, it's going to travel to the liver. Your liver is like your human filter. So that's why people with liver disease or liver problems are not good candidates for this. From there, it's going to go into the bowels. You won't see it. It won't change your bowel habits. And then it's excreted. Now that actual process that I just described to you actually happens when you exercise. The cell heats up, softens, lymph, liver, bowels, and out. So once we put the paddles on, it only takes 7 minutes for that cell to open. So more isn't always better, like in many things. 7 minutes, it's open, and then you'll hear the timer go off. We're going to move them to a little bit different area. Another 7 minutes, and you're done. So once the cells open up, they're open up for 48 hours. So anything you do from the time we open the cells to that 48-hour period can actually enhance your results. Better nutrition, more activity, lots of water, and we'll talk about that. And some people choose to do an optional cleanse. Once we leave this room, which you're only in it for about 15 to 21 minutes, we're going to now take you to the Hypervibe room. The Hypervibe is awesome. I picked the Hypervibe because it's actually very therapeutic. It was first introduced by the Russian astronauts when they were trying to recover from zero gravity. The Hypervibe is extremely therapeutic. It's going to increase circulation, increase bone density. It's great for the lymphatic system. That's like your human sewer system. It's going to drain those fat cells. It's going to give you 10,000 muscle contractions in 10 minutes, which is equivalent to you jogging for about 30 minutes. You simply put your feet on the machine, your bare feet that is, because we don't want your shoes to absorb the benefits of it. We keep our knees just slightly loose, and in 10 minutes, you're going to feel great. 10 minutes doesn't seem like it could make much difference, but trust me, it's going to make a lot of difference. And the girls will give you a little bit more rundown as far as like changing position and other things that you could do while on the Hypervibe. The next thing I'm going to take you to is our water system. We use a Kangen water system. Most of our bodies are very acidic. Acidity is not good, and primarily because the foods we eat, even healthy foods, can cause some acidity. And what we're going to do is we're going to introduce you to our Kangen water system. The first thing it does is it takes all the contaminants out of the water, so it's going to be very clean water. It then splits the molecule, making it smaller so that it's going to infuse into you. You see, it's really important we hydrate you. Your body's over 75% water. And since the cells are going to be flushed through the bowels, you might say, well, why are we going to the peeing more? It's because you're going to drink lots of water. But when we're hydrated, the lymph system, the liver, and the bowels are going to work that much better. The other thing it's going to do is it's going to run over electrical plates inside this machine, causing the water to be ionized. When you and I drink ionized water, it alkalizes us. So it's going to put you in a much healthier state. As far as the amount of water that I'm going to encourage you to drink, you should be taking 50% of your body weight and drinking that in ounces. But that is often very hard for people since most people don't drink sufficient water. So what I like to use as a threshold is to drink minimally 64 ounces of water in a 24-hour period. So we're going to encourage you to drink a lot of water. It's going to help flush those cells. The best thing to do is to take your weight, divide it by 2, and you're going to drink that many in ounces. So for example, if you're 150 pounds, you should be drinking about 75 ounces of water. That may seem a little much and difficult since most of us don't drink appropriate water. So what we encourage you to do is at least drink the minimal of 64 ounces of water. And what's really neat about the Kangen water, within 2 minutes of drinking this water, it's going to hydrate your brain. And when your brain is hydrated, trust me, you're going to have a better day. So this is our infrared sauna. Infrared saunas are just phenomenal for your health. There's so many benefits. First of all, it's great for the skin, great for mood. It's great for metabolism. It's great for the lymphatic system. It's going to help detox you. Actually, 30 minutes in an infrared sauna can help you lose up to anywhere from 600 to 800 calories. And then you go home and shower and you feel phenomenal. And the reason is because it helps to release something called nitric oxide, and that helps us give energy to our cells. So the infrared sauna is an optional service as well, but I think you're going to love it. So to get best results, there are a few rules that you're going to need to follow. First of all, there's no eating 1 hour before and 2 hours after the treatment. Think about it this way. We want it to be a one-way street, not a two-way street. The other thing we're going to ask you to do is decrease your alcohol intake. You see, alcohol finds the fat fast and it dehydrates you. We're trying to keep you very hydrated. We recommend about 7.5 hours of sleep. When we sleep, that's when our body rests, repairs, and recovers. And so we want to make sure you're drinking sufficient water. As I mentioned earlier, minimum of 64 ounces in a 24-hour period. And then, of course, your nutrition. You know, this goes best in conjunction with a healthy lifestyle. So we want to encourage you to decrease your sugars and your carbs and eat responsibly. So thank you for completing step 1 of the consultation. There are just a few questions that we'd like you to answer to confirm that you've watched the video and that you understand it. And then when you come in for the consultation, we'll be sitting and then we'll have more time to talk about you and how we're going to get you best results. At that time, I'll also be able to answer any questions you might have. And thank you for choosing us at Mind and Body Family Health Center.